Hey everyone, welcome back to the MIDI shop. This is Suhani.
And I'm Duty.
Hi? I don't know why I'm here.
Whoa, wait for me to introduce you, bro. This is Krisha, our dear friend and a music amateur. So today we're gonna discuss the main components used to make a track and some basic techniques for creating your first track.
You guys must have heard the word track before, but what is it really? Well, a track is like a single layer or part of a song.
To make it easier to understand, imagine a song as a sandwich. Each slice of bread, cheese, meat, or lettuce is a separate layer or a separate track.
Wow, maybe that was the wrong analogy to use, cause I'm hungry now.
You're gonna hate me for this, but hi hungry, I'm Suhani.
Bro, go die.
Aw, I wish. Anyway, getting back on track.
But
I'm gonna forget that happened. In music, each instrument or vocal part has its own track, which makes it easier to adjust the volume, add effects, or even remove a part without affecting the whole song.
Now that we've learned what a track is, let's talk about all the elements that make a track. These are effects, audio signals, automation, and the MIDI data.
hey, that's the name of your shop.
Yup, but our shop is way cooler, trust. Let's go over what these elements are and their importance. So, starting with the audio signal, which is the raw material that producers work with to create, shape, and refine the sounds that we hear.
In technical terms, they are the electrical representations of sound waves that carry information about the pitch, loudness, timbre, and other sonic characteristics.
Shiver me timbers.
So basically, the audio signal is kind of like the foundation of a track.
Exactly. Next, we have the effects.
Sound effects. Duty specialty for real, for real.
Girls, stop interrupting us, please and thank you.
Guys, real quick, okay? Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting
Moo!
Can we kick her out now? Now since the pest control is done, let's continue.
Scuttle, scuttle.
Security.
Okay, going back to sound effects, the most commonly used sound effects in songs or memes include delay, distortion, chorus, reverb, compression, and so many more. These help set a mood and tone for your songs.
Wait, where did lit come from?
That's a really interesting analogy actually. We've discussed this before. Each song has a meaning, and these components, like effects and mixing, help build that, the same way words in figurative language gives meaning to a written piece.
IGCSE literature students, guys, we can BS anything.
Did no one get the memo? Don't bring up my trauma.
Well, aside from that, we have the famous mixing and mastering, of course, which include blending audios. I know you're thinking of smoothies, Krisha, stop. And even overlapping to create different and additional effects.
These are the final stages of creating a song that include blending individual parts of the track.
Okay, I did a quick Google search and got a glossary for y'all. Some commonly used mixing techniques are volume and panning, equalization, compression, reverb, and delay and automation. Some commonly used mastering techniques include leveling, limiting, equalization, hey, that's repeated, compression, that too, and lastly, stereo imaging.
Whoa, it's crazy seeing you actually say something related to music production, even if it's just ChatGPT.
Don't reveal my deep dark secrets. Shush.
Not a secret. Okay, again, back to the topic, audio signal, guys. Audio signals are the fundamental building blocks of music production. They represent sound waves which can be manipulated, processed, and recorded to create music. Basically just chunks of sound that can be edited or made by the MIDI. This can be cut off or elongated to create additional effects in a song.
Maybe you should cut out your additional effects.
Stop with the beef. I thought you were vegetarian.
I'm just here for funsies. It's how I express my love, guys. Mwah.
We're saying anyways too much in this episode, guys.
Script says you gotta talk about midis, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
The MIDI data is nothing but the sounds transmitted from the actual MIDI to the software being used.
What is a MIDI?
Good question.
God, we sound like teachers.
So essentially, a MIDI is a hardware device that usually either has drum pads or a mini keyboard with the fundamental toggles like a control changer, a program change which switches instruments like the channels, and pitch benders. The MIDI even has data bytes, as mentioned, which includes information on the notes played, what number it was on, what pitch they were on, and their velocity.
Yeah, so MIDIs are essential to music production, but they aren't exactly needed. Nowadays, all a producer needs is a laptop, headphones, and a microphone. And boom, you've got yourself a track. By the way, I've seen questions all over the internet asking whether music theory itself is needed for production.
No, you do not absolutely need it, but some say that knowing at least a bit of the basics may definitely assist in making the process easier. Take it from me, as a person who works with this sort of stuff almost every single day, knowing how to identify certain scales or knowing how to make a certain progression using music theory is surprisingly a lot easier.
Whoa, good job, Smarty Pants. I understand that way better than whatever Suhani was yapping about.
And you say I'm the one with the beef.
Moving on. Automation is another key factor that is used to regulate, set, and improve the quality of your track, basically.
Right. DAWs contain automatic features that edit, tune, fade, or switch up the parts in a track that make it sound more natural and smooth. Plugins can also be used the way automation works.
Wait, slow down. What's a plugin?
I'll let Duty do it since apparently I don't yap well enough for Her Majesty.
Y'all are too unserious. Oh my days.
It's the third generation, babe.
A plugin is technically like an effect. You may see many guitarists and bassists use it to play live and get that effect, you know. The good thing about plugins is that they don't alter anything and just provide the effect for the original track, but they're really expensive. Don't mind me, I'm just here crying in the corner.
I think we'll need a whole separate podcast for crying about our brokenness.
So, on this very happy note, let's end this episode.
Krisha, thank you so much, not for joining, read crashing us. Please refrain from doing it again.
Aw, I love you too. Oh, and don't forget to follow Sag Talk on Instagram.